the summer movie season really starts on Friday with Thunderbolts.
The Thunderbolts, yeah, 100%.
So I just put my out of the theater reaction up. I went. So this, I got lucky this morning, John, because I went and there's a train station closer to my house, and I was going to take that one.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'll take that. It'll get me in. The movie was at 10:30, so it'll get me in right around 10:05, and I can get to the theater because I thought the screening was in Times Square. So I'm like, no, you know what? I'm going to drive to the other one closer to the office, and I did. And so I get on the train, I get there, and I got there at like 9 o'clock. So I'm like, okay, I got like an hour to spare. I'm good. I was like, okay. So I'm walking around the city, I'm enjoying myself. I'm like, I'm just relaxing, chilling. I stopped, I got myself a water. I'm like, great. So get to Times Square, I walked in, do not see a table where they check people in. I go, that's the problem. I said, that's the problem. So I look at my email, and it was only like 10 to 10 at that point. The movie started at 10:30. I'm like, okay. And I look and I'm like, yep, it was the one on 34th. That's great. So it wasn't too far away, but I'm like, shit. So I had to turn back around. I still made it at 10 o'clock. Got there more than enough time. For some reason, all the escalators are out, and it's hilarious because myself included, a lot of critics are just not in shape. And their escalator, myself included, the escalators were, and this is in 34th Street. There's like all these, this escalator goes all the way up to the top, and the bathroom is on one level, and you go all the way to the top, and people were like wheezing, and by the time we got there, it was a disaster. But luckily it was on the way back. But we get there, I sit down. I like this movie.
Oh, good.
I like this movie.
I'm seeing it tonight, so I like that you liked it.
I liked it. It does a lot of really good things. Chemistry is really good with them. It adds some depth to the characters overall. You care what's going on. Lewis Pullman's a great addition to what they finally. We've been on agreement that they didn't really know what they were doing with Julie Louis-Dreyfus for a while.
Yeah, JLD. Yeah,
she's really good in this, and she serves a really good purpose for what they're trying to do. Awesome. It's an enjoyable movie, and not all the jokes land, but it's not a joke fest. It's like when people tell jokes, like, okay, the character would probably say that, and you can choose whether or not you thought it was funny or not. But I dug it, and I hope people check it out because I do think quality wise, it seems like it seems like it's going to be, like I said, the more quality movie out of all of them, but the spectacle is going to be fantastic for sure.
Really? The spectacle is going to be fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, this movie, it feels like a smaller, big movie, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Is it like on par with Ant-Man or Guardians of the Galaxy?
I like it better than Ant-Man 2.
But I mean, in terms of the presentation, the size, the spectacle, whatever. Is it more in that kind of area?
Yeah. I mean, well, it's got it. You remember how everybody thought that Captain America: Brave New World was going to have that Winter Soldier tone?
Oh, yes.
This captures that. Yeah, I think this captures that more than Captain America: Brave New World. It's probably quality wise. I was talking about this too. Quality wise, I think it's the best thing they've done in my taste.
Yeah.
Since No Way Home. Because maybe since Guardians 3. I loved Guardians 3.
Yeah, Guardians is great.
I loved Guardians 3. So maybe since Guardians 3. Because Deadpool and Wolverine is a funny Saturday Night Live movie. Like where Thor: Love and Thunder is a bad Saturday Night Live movie. Deadpool it's a funny movie, and it's got some emotional moments to it. Right. But it's there for the laughs, and it's there for it almost like it's taking a goof on itself. This is like a serious movie with like developing characters and all that stuff. Yeah,
it felt that way from the last trailer, that it was going to dive into some mental health stuff, into people questioning their confidence in themselves.
It was a little dark.
Yeah,
I like that. I think you're gonna dig it.
Yeah,
I think you're gonna dig it.
I love the dark shit, so I'm in.
Yeah, and it's not just dark, but it's not this dark to be dark. It all has a purpose as far as why it is, and like I said, it's not just dark. It's dark, and look, Andor is dark. And it continues to get dark, and there's not a lot of humor in Andor.
You're right about that.
There's not. It's a pretty tragic show overall, but this is not that. There's some, as you said, they play with the darkness. They definitely dive into the psyche of a lot of different characters, and it works well. So I'm curious what people will think. I hope people go and check it out. All right, let's talk about Stitch Fix. I know shopping's hard. I know it is. I found a much better way to do it, though. Stitch Fix, online personal styling, and makes it so easy. I'm not a shopping person. Doesn't matter. Even if I can figure out my size, stores never seem to really have what I need in stock. Then I'm not a crowds person. I'm not a lines person. I don't have the time for it. Stitch Fix, it gets you a stylist who understands your style, understands the size, gets the budget. They do all the shopping for you. So I just give my stylist the one that I have right now. I give them the size, I give them the style, I give the budget preferences. I order boxes when I want, how I want, no subscription required. And he just sends me for pieces, pluses, outfit recommendations, styling tips. It's awesome. I keep what works and then I send back the rest. It's very easy. There's no stores, there's no crowds, there's no stress. Just personalized looks that you're going to love. Stitch Fix makes it all so easy. And it looks like you know what you're doing, too. If you're walking around, you go, hey, look at you. You're in style. I said, I know, right? And then I give Stitch Fix some props. Anyway, make style easy. Get started today at stitchfix.com/KHS. One more time, stitchfix.com/KHS.